Hello everyone and welcome to the video on MOS fabrication under the course of VLSI design. So in this lecture we will be discussing on how the MOS fabrication would be done and what are its processing steps, how the processing of MOS fabrication is carried out in the industry. So objective of this lecture is this lecture helps the students gain knowledge in fabrication steps of MOS transistors. These are directly moving at the fabrication steps of MOS transistor. For a fabrication of MOS transistor, the first fabrication step would be taking a silicon substrate. So as we are going for NMOS fabrication, we will take a P-type substrate which has a doping concentration 10 to the power of 15 per centimeter cube to 10 to the power of 16 centimeter cube. We'll add boron impurity of this one. So these wafers are such a way that its diameter will be from 75 millimeter to 150 millimeter, and the thickness of this will be 0.4 mm. So coming to the next one, onto this wafer we will be growing up a thick layer of a silicon dioxide. Usually the width of this silicon dioxide would be such a way that 1 micrometer thick would be grown all over the surface of the wafer. Why it is put up is that to protect the surface after the fabrication of the transistor one transistor is done, the same wafer can be used for further purposes. So in that case, to protect the wafer from all the different processes, silicon dioxide is being put up. Then where to be grow the transistor, that area is being clearly formed over here by the next step. So to have an even distribution of the silicon dioxide, a photoresist material is being put up throughout the surface of the silicon dioxide onto the wafer. Then these photoresist material onto that one, using a suitable mask, the area where you are going to grow a transistor is being protected by the UV rays. The areas other than the area where the effective transistor is to be taken into consideration, that areas are being hardened by passing out the UV rays. UV radiations are being polymerized. So what they will do is that they will harden the other areas as shown in the figure. Hardened photoresist over here, these areas are being hardened, and these areas are being the middle area is being soft over there, which is being etched away, and you will be getting up the effective area where the transistor is formed. So this is the step number 4, and step number 5 would be hardening the area where the transistor is not to be grown, where it is not required for the transistor. This is the effective area where the transistor is to be grown. So that area has been brought away by etching away the underlying silicon dioxide and exposing a window and a mask. So this is the thing which are done in the step number 4 and step number 5. Moving to the step number 6. After the effective area is formed, a thin oxide, the oxide thickness of 0.1 micrometer, a typical value of that one, which equivalent to the oxide thickness of the gate is being put up, and after that one polysilicon is being laid up. So this polysilicon is deposited by then onto that one silicon dioxide. You will be having, you will pattern the polysilicon, and a perfect area of the polysilicon is being formed after this one. So as shown in this figure, these are the figures where the first one is thin oxide is being placed up. Above to this thin oxide, a polysilicon is being laid up. Then you will be going for diffusing the impurities. So this area where the gate region has to be formed, it is being patterned using of a suitable mask. So the gate region is being formed. After this one, P-type impurities are being diffused to form source and drain. Using of inducing the N-type impurities, you will be getting the source and drain. So once the source and drain is being formed, the total transistor structure is being brought up, which is shown as in the figure over here. Two N-type dopings have been formed, and a gate region is being formed. Above to this one, again a thick oxide is being put up to form the contact cuts. To get the contact cuts, a thick oxide being put up. That thick oxide where the contact cuts have been made, those areas are being exposed, are being removed from the oxide is removed from these areas, and the other areas have been protected by the hardening them. Then the metal has been deposited and the contact cuts have been brought up. This usually 1 micrometer thick metal layer is being marked. Then using a suitable mask, the remaining parts where the metal is not required is being clearly eased away. Finally, overglassing pattern or getting up the total structure into that one has been processed over here, final steps. So these are the 9 steps for fabrication of an MOS transistors. I hope that you had clearly understood what are the different steps of MOS fabrication. So the outcome of this lecture is, on the completion of the students will be able to explain the various steps involved and the mask used in construction of NMOS transistor. Thank you for watching this video. Any clarifications or discussions can be made on to the mail, or you can contact me as provided the email address on our CourseWeb website. Please go through the CourseWeb website for further information on the course of VLSI design. Thank you.